Damn, bruh. I can't take a break for anything right now, man. God damn. Okay, so here's another video. Jesus Christ. Literally as soon as I clicked off, I could, like, not even 2 minutes after the fucking upload, I get a notification of Jericho doing something. God damn it, bro. These people, man. These people. Oh my God, we're gonna need a like a low-cal show for wrestlers. I swear to God, at this rate, Jericho said something fucking dumb, and on top of that, also kind of snip this in the bud too. Okay, I'll say this really quick too, because I seen the whole little thing with Jim Cornette and CM Punk and them coming back and calling CM Punk a racist. Just so I have to make another video. Overall, I'll touch on that really quick too. Jim Cornette is not a racist. Just because CM Punk is using his lawyer doesn't mean that CM Punk has to believe everything Jim Cornette believes, which, by the way, they pretty much believe in, like, the exact same things. They're both hardcore leftists. If you think CM Punk using Jim Cornette's lawyer makes him a racist, if you think Jim Cornette and himself is a racist, you're a fucking retard, and you need to go kill yourself in a video game. There you go. So let's talk about Chris Jericho really quick, all right? If I died tomorrow, everyone would say I'm one of the greatest of all time. I think because I'm still here, still doing it at the highest of levels, there's a lot of people online that just hate that. There's a lot of Chris Jericho haters right now. It's kind of an in vogue to hate Chris Jericho. Jericho is one of your biggest fanboys of all time. No, you are not that big of a fucking deal, Jericho. Okay, no, God, this can't be the same Chris Jericho I grew up on, man. This is so embarrassing. God, how do you go from being so fucking awesome? Jericho, when I tell you Jericho was the coolest motherfucker I've ever seen when I was a kid, Jericho was so goddamn cool. And to see him right now, like 25 years later, and see what he's become. Jericho, you narcissist fuck. Are you living the gimmick right now, Mr. Ayatollah of Rock and Roller? By the way, how have they not come after him yet about the Ayatollah shit, right? I'm surprised wrestling fans haven't, Jericho, you're MAGA, and you use the name Ayatollah, so that means you support genocide. And I'm surprised they haven't came after him yet for that. Well, don't give them any, shit, am I bringing that up? Now, don't give them any fucking rope for that news right there, right? But continuing on. And once again, I've never cared. I mean, sometimes it gets to you, but I only judge myself. Am I still able to have the best match on the show on any given night? Yes. Jericho. Not every night, but on any given night, am I still doing entertaining segments and having great matches and thinking of ideas and building the company and helping build others? Yes, Jericho, you can't take all of those things and group it into one and think we're supposed to just look at that and say yes overall. I'm almost certain you're helping others out. I'm almost certain you're helping building the company. But thinking of great ideas like that promo you and Kenny had last week, that's a great idea? That's a great idea, Jericho. You consider that a great idea. Really. Still put on entertaining segments. Like what? What was the last segment Jericho did that was fucking entertaining? I can't remember. Like, I can't remember the last time Jericho has done anything entertaining within AEW. Period. In wrestling, period. As a matter of fact, the last time I was engaged with anything Jericho did, probably the Kevin Owens segment, like in 2017. And hell, even by that point, it was still few and far in between how many entertaining segments I got from Jericho. Beforehand, it's probably gonna go back to 2009, maybe. Like, no, Jericho, bro. Why would you do this to yourself? Why put yourself out there like that for no fucking reason? Okay, Jericho. And I know he's heard this before, but oh man, I hate. You know how you, because man, bro, I've buried Jericho in the past, right? But it was always specifically saying that Jericho was past his prime, that Jericho needs to retire because, you know, he's. It's not as if he doesn't have it anymore. He just doesn't have it to the standard of what Jericho's legacy requires to have. That's how I usually talk about Jericho in the past. But I think I need to get a little bit more deeper. Because again, this is not coming from a hater. Chris Jericho is my favorite wrestler of all time. Chris Jericho is the reason why you're even hearing me talk right now. He's the reason why I'm a professional wrestling fan for almost 30 years now. I am a diehard Jericho fanboy, and I forever will be a Jerichoholic. That's what I am, and that's what I forever will be. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. So it's a lot easier when I talk about it because I have a dog in this fight because it's Jericho talking. Coming from a diehard Jericho fan such as myself, I can legitimately cite any stat or any statistic that Jericho, in Jericho's entire career, like period, point blank, period. I can recite any statistic from Chris Jericho, because I know you're going to get some fanboys out there going to be like, whoa, Devontae, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. No. Don't come at me with that nonsense. I can cite anything from Jericho's, but anything. We're going from October 2nd of 1990 when Jericho first debuted. We're going from October 2nd all the way to now. Any stat, bring it up. So, just putting it out there really quick. Jericho, I said this once and I'll say it again. You need to retire. You need to go. You need to go live life to the fullest. Go do stuff with your kids, you know, Cheyenne. You know, you go do things with your kids. Go do things with Cheyenne. Go do things with, what's his son's name again? I forgot Jericho's. Ash, right? I think it's Ash, right? I think his other daughter, who's like a twin with Cheyenne, Sierra, right? Go hang out with them, Jericho. Go do that, bro. This is not for you. Not only are you not put on entertaining matches anymore, that's cap. But Jericho, you're also siphoning. You're ruining segments. For as bad as AEW is currently at the moment, which is fucking horrific, it's fucking terrible. Jericho, you're not making it any better. You're not. If anything, you're making it much, much worse. You're making it way more apparent. It's your matches that are contributing to the terrible nonsense that AEW currently has going on at the moment. Okay, it's your matches. It's your ideas. It's your creative direction inside of your segments, which is fucking ludicrous considering that you're a legend, I would think by now. And it's not as if Jericho hasn't had great ideas in the past. I do find it kind of funny, though. You know, he was pushing for the Kevin Owens segment, and apparently him and Triple H had a heated argument backstage about it, and Jericho was really pushing hard for it to go through. I can only imagine why Triple H was kind of like a little bit, you know, reluctant to let you want to go through with the angle. Probably thought to himself, you're going to pull the bullshit that you're currently doing in AEW right now. He probably thought you were going to pull that with this segment right here. And, well, goddamn, pal. Oh, look at this shit right here, bruh. No, your matches? No. As a guy who doesn't necessarily care about matches anymore, no, bro. All your matches are fucking terrible, Jericho. And that's okay. All right, bro, you just turned 53 like a couple of weeks ago. That's fine. We get it. It's not as if you can fucking keep up with it. We understand. You're 53 years old. We all understand that only so many people can do anything at 53, let alone fucking wrestle. You're a GOAT. You'll forever be a GOAT. He's like, well, when I die, people are going to say I'm the greatest wrestler of all time. No, people are already saying that currently right now while you're alive. Because you are clearly one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Like, objectively speaking, and this is not a knock. I don't think it's a knock at all. Because I think it's a hell of a fucking privilege. Jericho has always had success in the main event scene, right? Right? But in my opinion, I think someone talked about this beforehand on one of the previous videos. Jericho always thrived in the mid-card. He has a record as, you know, the most Intercontinental Championship wins in the history of WWE. That goes a long way. You look at his work in WCW. I think Jericho has a solid entitlement to calling himself the greatest mid-card wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. Like, Jericho has that claim in my book. He is the greatest mid-card wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. Anything that he ever did in the mid-card always always rose to it. It's funny. His mid-card stuff usually overshadows some of the main event stuff, but when he's in the main event is when, things start to be a little bit wonky. But Jericho is the greatest mid-card wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. That's okay. That's a great title to fucking have. That's why I fell in love with Jericho. It's because I was trying to be different and I didn't want to be the guy to, Stone Cold, Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, Foley, Kane, Big Show. No, I wanted to look at somebody else, and I found Jericho and I stuck with Jericho. But, bro, to just sit here and just try to pretend like you still got it, bro, no, you don't. You really, really, really don't. And then you get upset when people bring it up to your attention. Jericho, people bring it up to your attention because, bro, like, to some of us, like you're an icon, bro. And to see you do this to your legacy, I can only imagine how people feel about Ric Flair. I can only imagine how people from the 80s feel about Ric Flair. I can only imagine how people probably felt about a Hulk Hogan, or probably feels about Sting currently at the moment, or probably felt about The Undertaker. It's the same thing, bro. You have one of the greatest legacies in professional wrestling history. One of, easily, the most well-tenured superstar. Going country to country to country, honing your skills. You were one of the first ever indie talents. Complete different from the territory system. Jericho's one of the first ever. He's the godfather of an indie wrestler. Yes. We kind of take a little... I mean, granted, it's his life. I understand. It's his character. But me personally, as a Jericho fan, I take great offense to him consistently tarnishing his own legacy. No, you do not wrestle like you used to wrestle back in the days, yet you keep trying to do it at a high level. No, you're not as funny as you used to be when I was a child. Maybe that can have more to do with me growing up. Maybe that can have more to you being fucking lame. I don't know. Entertaining segments? Haven't seen one in years from you, Jericho. At times, your body, you look like a fucking Asian Greg Valentine, bro. Like you look like Bon Jovi ate Bon Jovi. Like, come on, my nigga. No, I hate seeing Jericho like this. I hate when I see wrestling fans talk shit about a Chris Jericho, especially when they're right. Because you can't even clap back. As much as I want to defend Jericho, tell people, I have played wrestling games, and I picked Jericho because I didn't want to beat Jericho when I was a kid. That's how fucking diehard of a fan I was. You think I don't want to defend Jericho? How can I when he's objectively doing stupid shit all the time? I can't defend him. How? Like, it sucks. It sucks. I just wish he would just retire already, bro. Just retire. You can stick in. Even if you don't want to retire, then just be a part-timer, man. Be a part-timer, and that's fine too. Your body is nowhere near as toned, as lean as it used to be, so you look older. Okay, we can clearly see the hair plugs in your head, Jericho. All right, your voice is more gravelier now because of all the promos you cut over the past few decades. You don't move the same. You can't operate the same. If you don't want to retire, at least fucking do a part-time role and then get yourself into shape for every once in a while and have a solid match. But to be here every week, no. No, it's not a hater. Again, I can't say this enough. I said this throughout the video for a reason. It's not a hater. It's a Jerichoholic who's talking like this right now. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. You're a millionaire right now, bro. You are living the life. There is no worries in Jericho's life. I guarantee you there's no worries in Jericho's life. What do you have more? And you have nothing to prove from a legacy standpoint. You are legitimately one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You have nothing to prove. All you're doing is ruining your legacy. Again, this is not even me burying Jericho. If you think this is a fucking burial, you're a fucking clown. This is not a burial, bro. It's almost to the point, I almost want to say concerned. Like, bro, stop ruining your legacy, man. Like, people actually care about that shit. I do. Damn, bro. All you do is push yourself down from a greatest of all time in the top 20s, to top 30s, to top 40s, to top 50s, to top 60s. Because the more and more you keep fucking doing stupid shit, the more and more this generation is going to recognize you for that stupid shit. And the other generation previously are dying out. So it's going to be this generation that have to judge you. And they're going to judge you off the dumb shit you're doing currently right now. Man, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, man. You get people trying to gaslight Jericho. You're not doing him any favors by telling him, ignore the haters, ignore the haters, ignore the haters. You can ignore the trolls, but what's a hater when they're actually objectively saying things that you can't fucking refute? Just because you hate the truth doesn't mean it isn't the truth. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, man. That was just so frustrating to hear. That was so sad, man. Almost like pathetic, bro. It's almost like you want to just go take Jericho and just yellow the shit out of him, man. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces, P, Ice.